Alright, so I did a video on a Glock about grit reduction and trigger guard. And when practicing stippling on my A2 stock that I replaced, I did a couple different textures just to kind of just practice, I guess. I'm actually really digging that side right there. This is basically just your punch your holes in it and go. This was more of a tap slide type. And then on the other side I got, it's a really ugly drawing for the Punisher, but it's just practice. You can kind of see where I sanded down the old A2 grip where I had the already grooves in it. On the back here, these lines, I didn't do anything with it. I stippled right on the top of them. I'm using this Harbor Freight cheap hot iron. Sorry, I'm using my phone. Basically, this is just, I'm just tapping and kind of just going back and forth with it. It's really hard to hold it still with the phone in my hand, but I mean, I'm just all over the place. You know, the way I look is the less patterned you look. You know, you don't want straight lines. I'd rather have just all over the place, where it just looks more of a natural grip. Like I said, I'm not poking down. I'm not putting holes in it. I'm not even sure if the phone's focused, but I mean, this is basically just back and forth. Checking it for roughness. I'm actually starting to get that a little deeper than what I want. I don't want a real deep stippling. So I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit. Like I said, excuse the phone. I mean, it may not be the best video, but it's just a, you know, reference point for somebody who's trying to get into it. You know, I always thought of using this A2 stock as a practice test. So before I do my Glock, I'm gonna put a design on it. That is my Glock. Probably won't go with this Punisher, but it was just a, you know, just a quick design that I threw on here last minute, just to, you know, kind of see what I can play with as far as the size of it anyway, if it was gonna work out. Glock's a little bit wider, so I mean, it would probably turn out a lot better on it. I would obviously take my time and actually design and draw it out with a pencil first, but this is basically, like I said, I can't hold the thing still. Just all over the place. I mean, you know, it takes practice, and that's exactly what we do it for. You know, we do it on something that, you know, we're not too afraid of messing up. You're not gonna use, or again, it's just a real light stippling. Again, you know, the Punisher, it's just silly looking. I mean, yeah, can you tell what it is? But is it symmetrical? Is it? Nah. Like I said, just playing around with it. You know, like I said, I just did light tappings, and then on this side here, which I'm gonna do, I'll finish it up. You just, you know, basic. I got a little line started right there. Just basically pushing down, poking holes. I'm gonna do it all the way up, and that way it gives it the two different types of styles on here, where the back is a lot rougher than the sides here. Probably gonna leave the fronts alone. Like I said, it's just practice. I'm not too concerned about doing the fronts. I might do it just to get a little extra practice in it, but here I'll try to punch a couple holes in it just so you can get a feel of what I'm doing while holding the phone. So basically, just hold it a second on it. Instead of, you know, fast rapid taps, it's just holding it. Trying to get a little more 90 degrees on it. Like I said, I'm just going right over these factory. This is what I have at the end here. Try to get a good lighting on this thing. Again, I did 2 different textures. And I did a little Punisher design. You see a little better right there with the 2 different textures I used. This was more of just a tap. Sort of like a tap and slide, just tap real light. This was the fine needle push down, holes in it. More of a, you know, rougher, aggressive texture, and this is more of a soft texture. There's no purpose in doing it 2 different styles. I was just practicing with it on my A2 stock. The design itself, you know, again, I was practicing it doing my Glock. So what's eventually going to happen is that I'm going to draw up a design and put it on my Glock. Obviously, I'm going to take a little more time on it than I did this one. This was just out of my head. Pretty ugly, but I mean, good thing about stippling is if you leave it open like that, you can always just stipple design over it. So, alright, well, that's about what I have here. I make a video when I do my Glock. At that point, I'll do one with my regular camera, post to my cell phone. But that's it. I appreciate it.